So we are on the way to Greenwich. One of my favorite places in a whole wide world. Yes, the 0 point. I've decided to wear one of these, a bracelet with the picture of the saints. It took me quite a while to find it because I keep it in a wooden box. And I just couldn't find it. I usually keep it on a shelf with other books, but now I have so much books that basically on one shelf there are 2 rows of books because I don't have the space anymore. But finally I found this, and when I was looking at it I realized that I don't remember. This is very weird. I do not remember where I bought it. Maybe in Vienna, the St. Stephen's Dome, or maybe in Notre Dame, in Paris, in France. It's incredible, or maybe in Portugal. It's incredible. I do not remember. So today, on the way to Greenwich, that will be one of the most important tasks I will do. I need to make myself remember where I bought it. What's going on? Must be the age. I need to remember. So I messaged my mother, and she remembered that the bracelet was indeed from Austria, from Vienna, from the cathedral, St. Stephen's Cathedral. And then I searched my memory. When was it? Which year? I've been there many times. I was there with Cedric once on the way home, and we went to the cathedral, and I think that was the moment when I bought the bracelet. We even lit a candle because few months before, my neighbor died. Basically, he was our neighbor since the beginning of times. She was very nice lady. She was living alone with a lot of dogs, and she was buying me books. She read the books first. She highlighted the most important parts, and she wrote in the book some notes for me, and she brought that over and gave it to me with all the notes, with all the highlights, everything, and she signed it for me as well. And I always said thank you, and we had a little chat every single time, but obviously I never thought that it could happen. So it was really surprising to me. It happened very quick. She went to the hospital, and maybe 2-3 weeks, and and it was over. And I felt really, really bad because she gave me lots of presents and books. I still have those books. So we went to the St. Stephen's Cathedral and we lit a candle for her. If you look it up on the Wikipedia, it says that this is the most important church in Austria, and it was built almost 1,000 years ago on two other churches, and obviously it's beautiful, it's huge, and if you go on Wikipedia you can hear the bells, because there's a link to the audio file, so you can listen to the bells, and you have a picture as well about the tiles, because the roof is really special as well and has a certain feeling to it, and I knew that my neighbor will really appreciate it if I'm going to pay for a candle and lit that candle for her memory. Not long before that happened, really not long before that happened, when the first time I decided to go abroad, I didn't go first to New York. I went to Vienna at first. And I remember I didn't have the proper funds to do that, so I looked at my bookshelf. I looked at the book from Stephen King and from other writers, other authors, and I had some books with dedication in it. It was dedicated, all those books were dedicated to my name. Not the Stephen King ones, obviously. Although later I got a dedicated book from his son, Joe Hill. But back in those times, I had only maybe a dozen books with the famous autograph in it, and obviously my name as well. And I went to a second-hand shop and I sold those books. And back in those times, it was only a few years ago, it worth a lot. It was enough money to buy my ticket to Vienna and start a life. And from there I went to other countries, and from there even more, and at the end I ended up New York, which was one of the most important place in my life. So I thought of the bracelet. I put it on and I walked it in the city. We went to Greenwich and it gave me comfort. It brought back so much memories. And yeah, it certainly gave me comfort. A badly needed comfort. Because I need to make a decision. Lots of decisions. Life altering decisions. I'm smiling, but it's not fun at all. Well, we'll see. And now I need to write some emails, I believe.